I can't recommend multicam shooting enough. Hey guys, Cam with Pro Photo Rental here. Today I wanted to talk about how and why you should use multiple cameras when you're shooting your interviews. Multicam interviews are great because they're not only going to keep your audience engaged by using the different camera angles, but also they're going to help you go way faster with the final edit. So in this setup, we have our scene lit, we have our A cam, and then in the corner we have our B cam, and in the chair, Jared. Once we have our camera locked down, we're going to want to synchronize the cameras with the audio. To do this, I'm going to use a slate. A clap will do, or if you have access to timecode, I highly recommend it. With the slate, either you or your subject can hold it up to where both camera angles can see the slate and then simply snap it. Then in post-production, you can line up the visual snapping of the slate with the spike in your audio signal, and now everything's synchronized. Quick note, most editing softwares have the capability of automatically synchronizing all of this stuff, but if you don't have access to that, here's your basic workaround. And now that we're rolling with the interview, in the event of your subject messing up their words or you need to cut around something because it just doesn't quite fit, using multiple cameras enables you to cut those out without drawing attention to any mistakes that are made. So I can take this moment.
I think that a lot of rental houses have this sort of attitude that they know more and they hold that above clients' heads.
And I can cut it together seamlessly to where the average viewer couldn't tell a difference.
I think that a lot of rental houses have this attitude that they know more and they hold that above clients' heads.
Another pro tip, if you shoot your interview using higher resolutions than your final output, that gives you even more flexibility in the edit to do cool things with your camera angles. You can do pans or pushes. You can also just do punched in shots and create further dynamic camera movement to keep the viewer more engaged. I know I said this a million times, but multicam interviews are phenomenal. So there you have it. That's the benefits of shooting a multicam edit. If you have any questions on what the best setup for your particular project would be, please give us a call. For more info, go ahead and follow us at Pro Photo Rental, and we'll see you next time.